Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. My video title, you know what this video is about. Steelers training camp day 11. As you guys know, this Friday, the Steelers had their first game. And I'm pumped up, I've been pumped up, very excited for our first game. Not gonna let the elevator bring us down, no. We're gonna go crazy, guys, we're gonna go crazy. So I'm gonna try to do a live watch party. And a preview, of course. Preview will be coming probably on Thursday. And then live watch party, I'm gonna try to do that too as well. So if I do it, you guys will see it like that. I'm probably post it at night. Most likely the little preview things. You can see the thumbnail and all that stuff and get ready for like the waiting room for the live watch party. They're gonna be cool. So we finally get Steelers football. It's been a very, very long time. I know it's just preseason, but we get to see some of our guys like Darnell Washington. We get to see Calvin Austin and other guys too have been like dying to see and like trying to see how they're gonna turn out to be as a player. But today's training camp, we've seen the guys go one-on-one, receiver versus cornerback. We've seen a lot of that. And Hakeem Butler looked pretty good. Hakeem Butler was a guy who we signed from I believe the XFL. The XFL, I think he was an NFL player, unless I'm mixing him up with somebody else. I think I'm mixing him up with somebody else. I know there's another guy who was Butler, who played for the Cowboys and the Cardinals. I think it's somebody else though. But Hakeem Butler looked very physical. He's about 6'4" receiver. He like a deep threat receiver, vertical like receiver, gonna get down the field. Very physical, big receiver that you can use to move the sticks. And he might be utilized pretty well like that. We see him going out there stiff arming guys and breaking tackles and strong hands, making catches and stuff. The Steelers probably find a way to utilize him in the offense. Our receiving core right now, we got the guys at the top core: George Pickens, GPJ Johnson, Allen Robinson, Calvin Austin. Hakeem Butler's in that mix as well, too, like that. And none of those spots are really solidified. Of course, the Deontay Johnson and GP probably spots are probably like the ones that solidify Allen Robinson. But the other ones with Calvin Austin, Hakeem Butler, we can see a lot of mixtures of them getting put in different spots. Calvin Austin can play outside. He can play inside, too. And we can see Hakeem Butler. Maybe they might put him inside, too, like get physical. And then most likely be mostly outside probably as well. But having a lot of depth is always good because you can kind of mix it up a little bit, and you can just mix and match and play with the pieces, especially when you have guys who are versatile, who can play different positions and different roles, and who are willing to do that as well too. So it's gonna be very fun to see. We saw JPJ doing that little one-on-one tackling drill. He kind of got juked a few times out there. Feel like he's going in for like a big hit, trying to go in for like a play, like a big fancy play instead of just breaking down and like getting a hold of the receiver like that and then taking him to the ground like that. It's probably better to do it that way instead of, now you maybe can come in for a giant hit occasionally, like in certain situations, like by the sideline area, and especially when you have guys who are in pursuit. But most of the time it's better just to break down and then, wrap the receiver up. And most of the time your teammates will come over there and help you take the guy down, or you can just take him down to the ground yourself. We know JPJ is a very good coverage corner. We've seen in college. We're hoping that translates to the NFL as well. Very good covering and playing the ball in the air. His tackling probably need a little more work and stuff on. But for a cornerback to be locked down, you don't need to be a tackler like that, especially if you're breaking the passes up and they can't catch the ball. We're seeing Deion Sanders. I'm not saying he's Deion Sanders, but we're seeing Deion Sanders go out there and he's the best cornerback ever. He was not the best tackler either. We've seen moments where he got slung off and missed some tackles as well. But he played his game precisely. You gotta be an elite level tackler as a cornerback. It helps if you are one like that, of course. But as long as you can do your job well and covering, that's all that matters. Another thing too, I saw today, was the Steelers offense still impressing. He's still making a lot of big time plays going around there. In the 7 shots game, they went 6-1. And when 6-1, the defense had one breakup. I think it was when George Pickens and Patrick Peterson. Patrick Peterson broke the ball up. But besides that, they went 6-1. The offense dominated the defense in that 7-shot little series thing they always do. It's just great seeing the offense just getting more comfortable. I know a lot of people had questions. Some of the media, I saw a little article they had. I think it was yesterday, and I think they had one today too about Kenny Pickett efficiency in the red zone, saying that he's not too efficient in the red zone, and is that concern something to be worried about? I wouldn't be too worried about that because most of the time, and I know last year in the red zone we didn't do particularly well. And the year before that either, even with Big Ben, we didn't do particularly well in the red zone either. We kind of struggled a little bit because the play calling was, not the best, and the O-line couldn't really get no push. But this year with the new O-line and maybe Kenny Pickett getting more comfortable, we probably see a little more action in the red zone. Hopefully we can make some plays, you know, like scoring touchdowns and stuff in the red zone instead of settling for a lot of field goals. You know, I want to see us go out there and like have some games where we actually can open the game with a touchdown drive. We don't really do that too often. You know, Steelers last year, I think they had one. I think the Buccaneers game was the one they scored a touchdown the first opening drive. They scored a touchdown, but usually the Steelers don't really get an opening drive touchdown. Over the past few years, they kind of been like a little stagnant, maybe a field goal or maybe just a punt. Sometimes we've seen a lot of 3 and outs on last year, so hopefully we can get back situated and get back to that level where our offense is not like the weak link. You know, where our offense is. I think the offense is going to still, of course, compared to defense, the defense is the strong suit of the team, and where all the money went to. But the offense still has a lot of young pieces and a lot of guys who are capable of being great. So they're not going to be like the main factor, but I don't want them to be like looking at it like a crutch or a weak link, like saying, hey, the offense out there, you got hope they just get something. Because last year and the year before last and the year before that, we did a little better on offense, but the past 2 years, you know, every time the offense came on the field, I was like, I hope we can get a field goal at least. You know, in the old days, you know what I'm saying, oh, we had a touchdown right here. But then this day and age, I was saying the field goals is best. Is at best, and at worst, maybe a punt with no turnovers and nothing like that. No turnover, just get a punt so we can get the ball off and get our defense to put us in the right situation. We shouldn't have to think like that. We shouldn't have to play like that either. Like playing the field position game where you like hoping you get a nice punt and then the defense puts you in a situation where you can succeed. Well, you want your defense to do that, of course, naturally, but you don't want to be like too reliant on saying like my offense can't score and just giving up and just saying, hey, don't turn the ball over. We'll punt it. We'll play a field position game and see who can get in the right spot and get the most field goals, or maybe get lucky and get a touchdown. So this year I need us to go out there and have a little more confidence and go out there and just, you know, play better. Just play better. Because really last year was low. I think we averaged I think later in the season they started averaging more points, but I think the Steelers only averaged like 17, 18. I think it was 18 points last year. It was 18 points a game, which won't cut it in the NFL. Now if we was like stopping teams, holding teams down to like 10 points a game, it might work then, or 12 points a game or something. But 18 points per game for your offense is not going to cut it in the NFL. It's not going to cut it, especially this day and age. The passing league, you got Patrick Mahomes and the Joe Burrows, the Justin Herberts, the Trevor Lawrences, Jalen Hurts, all these good quarterbacks who just go out there and just dominate and just make magic happen. These running backs, they got Derrick Henry, the Dalvin Cooks, and all these guys, Saquon Barkley's, and then the receivers. You got guys like DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Adams is another guy who's probably one of the best. In my opinion, I think this year, I think Justin Jefferson is the best coming in. You got him, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, all these different receivers, you know, Jamar Chase, and etc., who can go out there and make these big-time plays and all these offensive weapons. You see those teams going out there and just scoring 30 easily. I want our team to get back to that level. We used to be like that with the Killer B era, when we had Antonio Brown and all these guys on the team. We was like going out there scoring at will. Our defense was not the same as it is now, but our defense was still capable. You know, it was just the secondary was a little bad, but the pass rush and the front seven was still capable of being. It was pretty good and elite, especially pass rush and stuff. But I feel like we need to get back to that level where we just like have that free will to go out there and do what we want on offense and not just be stuck and playing a field position game. I'm not saying that go out there and average 30 points per game, but I think we at least get 24 plus a game. With the defense we got, the defense is capable and they fully healthy, can hold teams to 16 and 17-ish. We can go out there and score 24 a night. I think we can win a lot of football games. But that's all I got for this video today, guys. I'm going to see you guys most likely. I think tomorrow I got a special video. I'm just doing NFL fantasy stuff. And I might do another Steelers video as well. And then on Thursday, we got the preview. That'll be a nice video right there. We'll do the previews, the game previews and stuff. And then I'm going to do a live watch party. I'm going to try to do a live watch party on Friday. So hope you guys tune into that as well. If I don't do it, then you guys will see a review after. But if I do it, you won't see a review. And you just see maybe be discussing other things like later down on the line, maybe on Saturday or Sunday or something. But just stay tuned in to see what we got coming. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. We're almost there. Almost there. We just got to get a little bit more. But I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.